Yo, yo, what up? The next elusive target called the Rage is going to come out very soon. This is obviously not that elusive target video because it's not out yet, but this is going to be a discovery run of Chongqing because we have not yet had an elusive target there. So even though I know the game's been out for, what, like almost a year now, but for me, I find it helpful to kind of just go through the level one more time because I don't play this game that often, and so that's what this is going to be about. So we don't really know anything yet about the Rage other than what they've shown us, but from like the few shots that they had in the Season of Wrath, like kind of promotional video, looks like I can sort of guess what area of the level he's going to be in. So I'm thinking he's probably going to be either out on the street in public or hanging out near the building where Hush is. So I don't think he's going to be in the ICA like secret base or anything. So we're not going to cover the whole level here, but we're just going to quickly look around, try to find some paths, try to find some places to pick stuff up, you know, whatever. Yeah. In terms of where to start, I mean, we have a lot of options, like train station or Riverside Walkway is a little bit closer to the action. I never really pick anything that forces you to start off with a custom outfit, so the only other option I think would be the balcony. But without any foreknowledge, I see no reason to pick the balcony. Probably going to end up going with something like a poison syringe if I get desperate. Aside from that, lockpick is always useful. So I'll probably just end up bringing something like this. Now, obviously, things in the level can and will change. What we've seen from IO so far is that a lot of the Hitman 3 targets, they'll actually go and change quite a bit the nature of the original level.
Have you seen a girl around? Short hair with a bright green bag?
Sorry.
So let's focus less on the NPC placements and just look for, you know, other stuff like pathways, things that'll be permanent like that. So again, I think that anywhere that you see on this map is pretty much a possibility. Not so much, I think, when you go to the lower floors, and this whole area here is like the ICA base. I don't think he's going to be there. I mean, he might, who knows, right? But I don't think so. If anything, if he's not out in the street, I feel like he's going to be in this upper area. Maybe even just to make it a little bit harder in one of these like derelict apartments. So let's just go ahead and just run in that direction. Let's see, so where are we at? So this is pretty much one edge of the level. There's not much to see behind me. If we're talking about this, I think they call it the block, right? These derelict apartments. The lockpick would be handy for getting into this arcade. Pretty much not get caught picking your way in here. And then from here there's like useful things like a screwdriver. There's just a free like street guard outfit. I don't recall what this is, but I think the code is 2552 if I'm not mistaken. Let's just quickly check this out. Statue bust, good throw ball. Okay, cool. So now we're just basically in the building. That's one way in. Let me see if this is actually useful, because probably end up going this way, if anything. Yeah, it seems a little bit risky. Maybe not really. As long as you run, you should be able to get past. Okay, so that's enough of that. Aside from that, we can enter in here. There's usually some good stuff to pick up here, like a lead pipe, and I think that's a wrench over there. And then there is this keypad, also 2552. All that does is it just opens up this little hatch. And this is a way that we can enter into the heart of the ICA base. Lowest level, in fact. But like I said, we're probably not going to end up going there. But if we do, this is one way to do it.
Rain, rain, nothing but rain.
You can say that again. I wouldn't mind promotion to inside duty.
In the block. Are you crazy? Don't you know they do experiments?
Let's see if they're enforcers. If I put on the street guard outfit. So they are not enforcers.
I have. It didn't strike me as the bleeding heart.
If the target somehow ends up here, this is one way you can kill him as an accident. And then if we run up this way, there's a crowbar. And this is, right, another way to enter the building. So this little, like, foyer, I guess you want to call it, is, you can see that we can also get there from here, from the street, basically. Can also climb in through this window if we want to do it without an appropriate disguise. Just another thing to note is that if I ever want a homeless person's disguise, I would get it from this guy. He can't see you, obviously. And then the dumpster is right here to hide his body. I think there's an NPC who patrols this hallway. So if you're gonna do that, just make sure she's not around. There's also a little knife you can pick up here. And then, yeah, so the reason why you might want to get a homeless outfit is because you can at least be on the first floor. Maybe not this room, but you can be in the first floor of the apartments, which we can get to like this. And it won't be considered trespassing. The other way to get up here is directly from the street with this pipe. So this is where I was just now. I believe that you can talk to that woman, but then eventually she'll just send you back out, and then maybe you will be trespassing after that. So I don't know how helpful this homeless person outfit is. But yeah, you pick the lock and you can continue ascending up this area. So no more homeless outfit allowed. I think street guard is also not allowed. Let me just double check that. So I'm gonna pick this back up. Oops. Okay, so street guard is allowed on this floor, but probably not upstairs. Yeah, okay, so the street guard won't get us very far. What I usually do here, there is a path that I'm sort of used to, and so I don't really explore very much.
You know, I enjoy your company.
That's nice.
Me too. Yeah, that last guy wouldn't shut up about the experiments.
What I would usually do is just walk in, hide behind this
What are
thing.
those experiments?
You only have to really worry about that guy who's by the window.
I overhear stuff, but I don't.
He's the guy who patrols. So you have an opportunity while his back gets to you like this.
It is a little freaky, though.
But since I don't know how long he's been there, I kind of want to just take it
Upstairs,
Take it
I've seen
easy.
how she control their
because
arms
he'll come back and he'll walk toward
something.
that window.
It's not his mind, it's the machine.
So you can
He
pick up a
talks straight
hammer
to his
here,
brain, that's all.
and then you want to hide behind these boxes
It
before
is
he turns
the mission,
around.
Project and him being hooked up to the facility.
facility with that implant.
Because he will turn around and he'll sort of face this direction. So let's
Not that big of a deal.
take another look at it. Make sure we understand his patrol route.
Into the future.
Yeah, he'll stand there and face this way. And then after this, I think he goes back to the window. So, if you need a scientist outfit, there's that guy who never moves. Just take him out and drag him to this box. Or, another possibility is you come this way, and then you just gotta worry about this dude. He's the one who patrols. So as soon as he's not looking, you can vault over this way. And then once you're up on this landing, I think you should be safe. Also, the security tapes are right there, so we can just easily take it out, not worry about the cameras.
We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate.
Now here, there's usually a guard facing me. Right now this is good timing. So I can just enter this way, and then there's also a free scientist disguise right here. Okay, so then just want to be careful of her, but I don't think she ever turns around. Are those lethal pills?
Just imagining the end goal. Minute mind manipulation precisely targeted at one decision.
I don't think I can grab it without her noticing, can I?
And these baby steps to get there, each
I
and
can.
every one of those compared to a once-in-a-lifetime discovery.
Okay, you just gotta like edge up.
You're
really
moving
close.
on to memory
So
lane.
I got lethal
Makes
poison.
sense, right?
That's
Yes.
good.
And
Good to
past
know.
emotions form future decisions.
This is basically similar to fiber wire. So as a researcher, I think I'm pretty safe on this floor. Just like the occasional spotter. So if I want to go higher, I think the best way to do it would be to come out onto this balcony. Because there is this ladder over here. Which takes me to the floor above. And then we just need the code, which is 2552. Same with this. Cool. So I think that pretty much is one of the ways that we can go through every floor of this place. Now, obviously, there are other pathways as well. Sort of like ledges on the outside of these windows. But we can always sort of improvise if we end up having to come up here. I don't think the odds are very high that the target would be in one of these buildings. Maybe closer to the street level, but I doubt he'd be like all the way up in Hush's lab. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't make sense, like story-wise. So, yeah, so just to go back to where I was before, I would just go back to
Tissue damage will be significantly reduced.
yeah, there's that guard who spends a lot of time staring down this way, but he moves eventually. Just come around like this. I do think this is my preferred way of like going up and down this place. It's relatively risk-free, I think. Just want to make sure I actually can take this guy out stealthily. Yep. Just checking, like, because sometimes if you're too close to other people, they can hear the noise. It looks like we're good here. Yeah, I could see this maneuver going wrong if you're dragging the body just as this guy's turning and looking. Or if that guy happens to see you. So, other than that, let me think. Out here on this balcony, there isn't much but to go further down. You can use this pipe to get to the area below. But this is just the recruitment floor anyway. From here, there's not much you can do except go into this room, which I think is better off just avoiding this room anyway. Is there anything in here? Let me think. Rat poison and a box. Yeah. I don't think there's much more to say about this place. I know we haven't covered like every inch of it, but all right, cool. So that's the block. The other thing.
She was hiding in a hole with cupboard covering her. I nearly stepped my feet.
I suppose he could also be in the restaurant. So if he's in the restaurant, I mean, there really isn't too much.
Hi, I'm
There's this bathroom where you could probably take someone out. There's rat poison here too.
Spare me the pleasantries. I've had an awful
Good evening.
9 hours delayed.
Just need to watch out for this guy if I'm in my suit.
Airline is trying to avoid their responsibility. I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I want to straighten everything out before I leave.
This is how we could sneak toward the back area. You can also get here just from that railing. If you are back here, if you triggered that conversation between that ICA guy and the woman, then you have to be careful because the woman will make her way back out here. But yeah, if you wanted to clear out the kitchen staff, what you could do is you could throw something like here, and then first this woman's gonna come out.
That was.
So then you could easily take her out like that. Oops, forgot to close the door.
What are you doing with that body?
Yeah, I normally would close the door, but whatever. So that's the woman. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
Quiet, quiet. Get that order ready. Yes, I'm working on it.
Okay, cool. So the other guy, if you want to take him out, should be pretty straightforward. Many opportunities to do that. And then if you need his outfit, you can just pretty much take it here. Nice, interesting physics there. And then just hide him in this box. That's an easy way to get the kitchen disguise. Not much more to say about this area. I guess if you want a street guard disguise, you could also lure him with some noise back here, take him out, throw him in this box. But you just got to be careful because I think you can get spotted by civilians who sort of walk up there. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't really want to find out. But yeah, you can also come back up to this area. Let's check out two more things. Let's check out the apartment, and then let's check out actually three things. Let's check out the apartment. Let's check out the laundromat and the area above it, and finally let's check out the top of this building. I think it's this building. like the rooftops here. Let's check that out last. So in terms of the laundromat, it's just this room,
Right.
but you can type in 0118 to open this door. No one really cares, I think, if you're back here. Once you're up here, you gotta start being careful. These two guys will never move, so you can just sneak by like this. There's also a free dumpling cook disguised there.
Should be around somewhere.
Are you sure you're reading it right? Just look for the damn drone. I'll read the tracker. Christ. Royce is gonna fire
I'm
our
not
ass.
sure about their
Are they
routes.
very expensive? Try very illegal.
Let's run past them and then up these stairs and see what's going on. Okay, it's just this floor right here. So you could also, you could have reached this just by following the stairs where I was at previously. Right here. So this dude's by himself. I think that's it. So we can very easily take him out. There's a sniper rifle here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so another way to get a free street guard disguise and then throw him in this box. The only other thing that's really special about this area that you might want to be aware of is that if you take out too many of the drones that fly over the rooftop, then you'll start to see some people get sent over here, I think. I forget how exactly it works. Maybe is it this thing? Anyway, this is obviously a good sniper perch. If it comes down to it. Yeah, I think it's like if you take out too many of these drones, then there's like a special patrol of guards that will come check out this building. So don't like screw around with that if you're not ready for it. But you can always just hide from them here. They'll go away after a while. Yeah, so if the target ends up here, then nice isolated area. I kind of feel like what I want to do is because the target is like a fighter, right? So maybe we should just find an opportunity to actually just directly confront him and just punch him in the face. That would be nice and appropriate. Yeah, let's not go this way. Let's go back down like this.
I'm never going to get my Blu-rays back, am I?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's just leave the gun at this point.
How your trip to Finland went.
Okay, so the apartment's pretty straightforward. Just over here, there's a pair of scissors you can take for free.
Seen his room. Any clues in there?
So this door's locked. This woman right here, I don't think she starts the level in this place. I think she starts somewhere else and then she walks inside. So if you get here before she comes, just make sure she doesn't catch you trespassing in her place. But there is a box where you can hide two bodies. And then the next floor is the ICA safe house. Code is 0118 again. This place has a closet for two bodies. And pretty much that's it. There's this note that you can use if you want to impersonate the the dude in a suit in the restaurant. But yeah, just do that, and then now we got the rooftops. So the rooftop, obviously you can't go past the stairway, but what I like to do is kind of just like take a gun or something, leave it here, and then just throw something. Doesn't matter which one of them comes down.
You want to have a look? That's understood.
He'll see the gun, and then, or even if you don't have a gun, you could just throw any object, you know, go in that general direction.
You want to leave longer.
Just knock him out. No one should see. And then you can always take his outfit if you want it. In fact, let's just do it so we can figure out who the enforcers are. Stuff him in this closet right here. Obviously, if you want to take out the other guard, just repeat the same process. He'll fall for it too. As the block guard, I think I can just walk up right past him.
That's what I like to see.
So that's one way to get up here. The other way to get up here is obviously a little bit more acrobatic. You can do this in your suit because no one's going to see you like
I'm
this.
hungry. Mind if I head down and get some meat?
Granted, one of these guys will kind of patrol this area where I'm running. So depending on where he is on the patrol, you want to just hide from him, and then you can find a way to take him out and then stuff him in this box. If you want to get them both, you can stuff them both in this box. That's probably how I would do it. Camera right there. And this stuff is only really relevant for Hush, but he's not going to be the target, obviously, so I don't think we really need to worry about this. Obviously, this is another way to get to the apartments in the block. So yeah, I think this is pretty much all there is to say about the apartments. The only other thing is you can run this way and get to these rooftops, right? Okay, so I guess block guards are trespassing here, but street guards should be fine. Now these drones, shoot too many of them, and that will cause Image and Royce to come up. If I don't shoot them, so if it spots me, that's weird. I'm not really sure what the behavior is, because I know I'm trespassing, but I am disguised. I think it's like, if I'm not disguised, it'll turn yellow. You won't lose your rating, but I think it alerts people to like walk toward you, if I'm not mistaken. So I would try to just avoid being seen. Just to keep things as predictable as possible. Aside from that, you got these 3 block guards, street guards. I'm pretty sure this, I think only one of them ever really moves. Box over there, I guess. Aside from that, pick that lock and get a hammer. Another lock you have to pick if you want to go to this little hallway. One thing I've noticed is, even if you're in your suit, this little wooden thing that I'm on is not trespassing. So, other side of the wall, trespassing. Other side of this wall, if you're in your suit, I think that's trespassing. But over here, you're fine. So you can kind of just stand here. If people are closing in on you, you can always run this way. In terms of the guard placement, well, looks like there's another box here. Guard placement, I think there's like maybe 2 of them on this roof. And like I said before, there's these 3 guys on this section. Let's see how their behavior changes if I start shooting these down.
Go see what that was.
I forget what the magic number is in terms of how many you gotta break before Royce comes. Only other thing that I would want to say is the other ways to come up here. Obviously, those stairs will take you to an area that's kind of guarded. You can reach that area from the streets, but there's 1 guard you'd have to take out. And you can also take this ladder, which is over here. I wonder if this thing can detect bodies. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's fine. This will actually be an interesting experiment. I'm gonna see if see, look, it sees the body, it sees something suspicious. So I can't really say if that busts the rating. I don't think it does, but I don't know because my rating's already busted. So, but it'll at least cause this guy to come around. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this ladder will just take you down to this area, which is public. And if you've unlocked this this shortcut from the other side, there's a box here, and there's the 1 guard that you need to get rid of if you want to enter into that area. It's not too hard. Just get him like now. And then, yeah, make sure no one's patrolling that that upper area. Otherwise, I almost just got spotted. Pull them out, and you can always throw them in this dumpster. Does it look like Royce is coming?
You ready?
Yeah, it looks like maybe if you take out 3 drones, that's a magic number, then Royce will come.
You're okay.
Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to cover with this. Between all the places I went to, I'm sure the target's going to be in one of them. Of course, watch it always end up being the one place I didn't really scout out, but you know, whatever. As always, I'm going to play the actual ET the morning of and release a video then. Thanks for watching.